Hey there, welcome to the Uke Stuff channel and welcome to this demonstration and tutorial of one of Elizabeth Ragsdale's 100 chord melodies that is available on my website at ukestuff.info. If you look at the music and go down on the drop down menu, you can find Elizabeth's works there. This song is Viva la Canadienne, which is on page 104. What I'm going to do in this video is first I'll talk about what chord melody is, then I'll demonstrate the song on low G GC ukulele. Then I'll do a tutorial for the song, and then I will demonstrate it also on Baritone DGBE ukulele. Sometimes I do demonstrate it on high G, however, the way that this song is written, it's not going to work well with high G GCA ukuleles. These were created for low G GCA ukulele. If you want to support the work on this channel, there are three things you can do. Number one, you can like the video. Second, you can subscribe to the channel and my sister channel, which is Uke Playlongs. And third, you can always buy me a cup of coffee to say thank you for making this content at www.buymeacoffee.com/ukestuff. If you like chord melodies, I would also suggest checking out the other resources on my website, as well as the resources by Spencer Gay at Uke Education, as well as the resources by the late ukulele Mike Lynch. There are actually links to those websites on my website as well in music if you're interested. All right, let's talk about what chord melody is. Chord melody is simply the next step beyond strumming. Strumming and singing is great, but this allows your ukulele to do the melody and harmony at the same time with generally just your thumb. In the case of Elizabeth's arrangements, she shows you the melody in traditional notation, which also helps you with rhythm. In my arrangements, I also show all the other notes as well. And then you see tablature. Tablature is 4 lines, which is just like your ukulele, and it's like looking at your ukulele this way, where the bottom line of the tablature is your 4th string, which is closest to you normally as you play. The numbers tell you what fret to press down. If the number is 0, it means you play an open string, and if there's no number, you don't play that string at all. All right, let's get into the demonstration of the song. All right, let's do a tutorial for Viva la Canadienne. We're going to start with a modified C chord. We're going to take our ring finger and play the 2nd string, 3rd fret, and then strings 4, 3, and 2. Repeat the 2nd string up to the 1st string open, that modified C chord again. Move over to the 1st string, 3rd fret, back to that modified C chord. 1st finger on the 2nd string, 1st fret, open strings 4, 3, and 2. Then open strings 4 and 3, 2nd finger on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, strings 4, 3, and 2 open. That ring finger goes down on the 2nd string, 3rd fret again. Then strings 4, 3, and 2, 1st fret, open, 1st fret. And that one took a while to get. And then you're jumping down with the 2nd finger to the 3rd string, 2nd fret. So this measure is a good one to work on by itself. To get that quick 16th note motion when you're only playing with your thumb. We are now in measure 5. Pretty much starts off the same way. Again, ring finger on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. Repeat the 2nd string, 1st string open. Same chord, I haven't moved anything, strings 4, 3, and 2, up to the 1st string, 3rd fret. That same modified C chord again, where the ring finger's on the 2nd string, 3rd fret, down to the 2nd string, 1st fret, then an A minor chord. So this one got me a couple times in recording it as well. So the 2nd finger goes to the 4th string, 2nd fret, and you play strings 4, 3, and 2, open 3rd string, then you make a D minor shape quickly, but really only use fingers 2 and 3 of the D minor shape because you're going to need to go to an open 2nd string in a second. So you play strings 4 and 3 of the D minor chord up to the 2nd string open, 1st finger comes down, gets lifted up, then 2nd finger goes to the 3rd string, 2nd fret, playing strings 4 and 3, and then strings 4 and 3 open there. Now we're going to play one more note in this line, open third string. Now we're on measure 9, and we're going to play 4 and 3 open up to the second string, then put your ring finger down on the second string, 3rd fret, play strings 4, 3, and 2, repeat the second string, that same chord again up to the first string, back down to strings 4, 3, and 2, first finger goes down to the second string, 1st fret, strings 4, 3, and 2 open, first finger comes down again, ring finger goes down, strings 4, 3, and 2, and then an F chord. And then watch your timing. That's measure 9, 10, 11. In measure 11, that last chord, which is that modified C chord, is 1 beat, and then the F chord is 1 beat. Then that modified C chord again. 3rd string open. Then we are on the bottom line of the song, measure 13. Strings 4 and 3 open, 2nd string, put down the ring finger in the 2nd string, 3rd fret, play strings 4, 3, and 2, repeat the 2nd string, same chord again, open 1st string, strings 4, 3, and 2 with that same modified C chord, 2nd string, 1st fret, strings 4, 3, and 2, then put your 2nd finger on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, playing strings 4 and 3, then open strings 4 and 3, ring finger goes down to the 4th string, 4th fret, and then strings 4 and 3 open. And that 4th string hitting by itself has also sort of tricky for me. But that's Viva la Canadienne on GCA low G. You really can't do this one in high G with that melodic at the end of the song. Now I'm going to demonstrate the song on Baritone DGBE ukulele just for fun. Before I demonstrate it on baritone, also let me point out that the chord names are not going to match up with your baritone chord names. You're playing solely tab here. You can play it, but the chord names will be different. So for example, your first chord would be a G chord instead of a C chord. You can go in there and write that in there if you'd like, but just so you're aware that it's not going to quite line up if, for example, somebody just wants to play chords with you as you play the chord melody.